Welcome back to Reviews Inside TV, where we explore the latest tech and help you make smarter buying decisions. Today, we're checking out the HP 17.3-inch laptop, Model 17 CP2099NR. With its impressive display, powerful AMD Ryzen 5 processor, and a hefty 16 gigabytes of RAM, this one's geared towards anyone who needs a capable, everyday laptop for work, play, and everything in between. But does it truly live up to the promise of speed, power, and versatility? Let's dive in and see how it holds up. At the heart of the HP 17 is the AMD Ryzen 5 7520U processor. This is a mid-range chip that offers a balanced blend of power and efficiency. With a base clock of 2.8 GHz and the ability to boost when needed, this CPU is great for multitasking, handling office tasks, streaming, and even light creative work. It won't break any records for gaming or high-end content creation, but for everyday productivity, it's more than capable. Paired with the AMD Radeon graphics, which adds a boost for casual gaming and media consumption, the overall performance feels responsive and fluid. When it comes to RAM, this laptop is equipped with 16 gigabytes of LPDDR5 memory, which is impressive for a device in this price range. LPDDR5 is designed for higher speeds and better power efficiency, which translates into snappier performance for multitasking. Whether you're working with spreadsheets, browsing the web with multiple tabs open, or streaming videos, this amount of RAM keeps the laptop running smoothly without any noticeable lag. And with 512 gigabytes of PCIe NVMe M.2 SSD storage, you get faster load times and quicker access to your files compared to traditional HDDs. That means less waiting and more doing, whether you're launching apps or transferring files. Moving on to the display, the HP 17 features a 17.3-inch Full HD IPS panel. This is a massive screen size for a laptop, ideal for those who want plenty of space for work, media, or multitasking. The Full HD resolution looks crisp, with clear details and sharp text. The IPS technology ensures vibrant colors and wide viewing angles, meaning the screen looks great from pretty much any position. The anti-glare coating is a nice touch, especially for outdoor use or in brightly lit environments, helping reduce reflections and improve visibility. Now, let's talk about the real-world performance. For everyday office work like word processing, email, or web browsing, the HP 17 feels quick and responsive. It handles multitasking with ease, and the 16 gigabytes of RAM ensures that you won't be slowing down even with multiple apps or browser tabs open. For media consumption, the large display and decent speakers make streaming movies or shows an enjoyable experience. The screen's clarity and color reproduction are perfect for catching up on your favorite Netflix series or watching YouTube videos. For those into light gaming or media creation, the AMD Radeon graphics offer a solid experience, though don't expect to run AAA games at the highest settings. Titles like Fortnite or Minecraft can run at playable frame rates, but if you're looking for serious gaming, you might want to consider something with a dedicated GPU. Still, the integrated Radeon graphics hold up well for everyday gaming and are more than adequate for casual gamers or for watching HD videos. In terms of thermals and fan noise, the HP 17 does a decent job under regular workloads. It doesn't get excessively hot, and fan noise is mostly quiet during light tasks like browsing or document editing. However, under more demanding workloads like gaming or video streaming, the fans can become audible, though they aren't overly loud. The keyboard deck and underside do get warm after extended use, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable for normal lap use. Thermal throttling is not a major issue here, and the laptop maintains steady performance during longer sessions. When it comes to battery life, the 41W battery should give you around 6 to 8 hours of use with light productivity tasks. Streaming video or using the laptop for browsing can stretch that a little longer, but for more intensive work like gaming or video editing, you'll be looking at a shorter runtime. Charging is relatively fast for a laptop in this category, and while the charger isn't the most compact, it's still portable enough for travel. Now let's get into the keyboard and trackpad. The keyboard on the HP 17 is full-sized, with decent key travel and a solid feel. The layout is comfortable for long typing sessions, though the lack of a backlight might be a deal breaker for some who need to work in low-light conditions. The trackpad is responsive and large enough to move around easily, with good palm rejection for precision. As for ports, the HP 17 covers the basics. You get 2 USB-A ports, a USB-C port, but no Thunderbolt, an HDMI 2.1 port for connecting to external monitors, and a headphone jack. There's no Ethernet port, but Wi-Fi 6 support should ensure a fast, stable connection for most users. The lack of an SD card reader might be a downside for content creators or photographers, but for most users, the available ports are more than sufficient for everyday needs. In terms of build quality, the HP 17 is made from plastic, which helps keep the weight down. At 5.3 pounds, it's not the lightest laptop around, but it's still portable enough for carrying in a backpack. The overall build is sturdy and the hinge feels reliable, though it doesn't have the premium feel of aluminum models. It's not a laptop you'll want to carry around all day if you need something ultra-portable, but for most users, it strikes a solid balance between performance and portability. Let's quickly touch on the pros and cons. On the positive side, you get a large, clarity, high-quality display, solid processing power, and plenty of RAM for smooth multitasking. The storage is fast, and the keyboard and trackpad are comfortable for daily use. On the downside, while the AMD Radeon graphics are fine for casual gaming, they won't cut it for demanding titles or professional-level creative work. The battery life could also be a bit better, and the plastic build might not feel as premium as some other laptops in this range. As for value, the HP 17 offers good performance for the price, especially for users who need a solid all-around laptop for office work, media consumption, and light gaming. It holds its own against competitors like the Acer Aspire 5 and Lenovo IdeaPad 3, which offer similar performance, but the larger display on the HP 17 sets it apart. If you're looking for a bigger screen without breaking the bank, this model is a solid choice. When it comes to build quality and reliability, HP is a reputable brand, and this laptop feels solid enough for everyday use. However, long-term durability remains to be fully seen, as it's made primarily from plastic. Still, HP tends to provide good customer support, which is always a plus if anything goes wrong. So, who is the HP 17 best for? If you're someone who needs a large screen for productivity and media, but doesn't need top-tier gaming or creative performance, this laptop fits the bill. It's great for students, office workers, and casual users who value screen size, performance, and portability. If you're into high-end gaming or professional content creation, though, you'll want to look elsewhere. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of our latest reviews. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or thoughts about the HP 17, feel free to drop a comment below. And as always, stay tech savvy, my friends. Until next time.